everybody, and welcome to All Things Lost on Earth. This is my channel and I'm very happy to have you here. I hope you are all doing fine today, and we are going to do a very fun reading today, something different that I wanted to make for you. This is a surprise message from the universe. So I just shuffled some cards and some other things, and I just put them in these little bags for you. So as always, we have 3 options. That's option number 1. It's option number 2, little baby cat with the tongue out. And option number 3 is this nice Japanese bag with all these babies in it. So relax and just allow the universe to give you a nice surprise message. Surprise because perhaps you don't expect what you're gonna hear, but it's also a nice surprise because it might help you, go through these days and into the new year. So I see you guys in your reading. Timestamps, as you know, are pinned in the comment below or in the description of this video. So see you guys there. Enjoy. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this little surprise bag, this is going to be your reading. So we have got here some nice things. That's it. Okay, so let's see all your surprises. So we have the card of fertility, the dark room, a 2 of cups. That's so nice. The ace of wands, the reader of wands, or the knight of wands, the reader's touch, sorry, and the 2 of coins. And as for your advice, because I divided it in 2, so this is your message and this is your advice, is remain positive. And then we have the card of the family. This is, by the way, just a card game. This is not an oracle, but I want also to show you guys that you can read basically any card. Once that you're familiar with your intuition, you can read anything you want. This is the card of the family, and it says here little sisters. And then you have this pencil, you have a toy, and then you have this nice kind of fashion, very fancy looking coat. And then you have, of course, your color of today is this beautiful purple veil. It looks blue in the camera, I know, but it's actually a very purple. And your dice. So you have an arrow, and it was the number 2. So you have 2 number 2s. Actually, let me change the direction of this smoke. This is too much. Okay, group number 2. Your message for me is quite straightforward. There is something right now inside you that is creating, that is giving birth to something. That's the card of fertility. You are actually somebody who is meant to create, who is meant to give, who is meant to get your ideas out. Whatever it is that you're creating, it's either a life, I don't know, maybe you are expecting another member of your family, or maybe you are an artist, or maybe you love cooking, or maybe, but it is a project, it is something that you are making, and that comes from really your deepest self, and it is something that you have a lot of hopes on, that it will actually end up being a project that makes you independent. So it's something that you want to do for a living. That's what I'm sensing, that it is very, very important for you. It's either, as said, that you are going to give a new life, or that this project that you have in mind is going to provide you with a way of living. It is not yet there, because I feel that you are a little bit frustrated, that things are not clear. Things are not really going the way you expect. But I have to say something to you. This dark room next to fertility means two things, and I think that they are both accurate. One, it means that at the moment there is not light enough in this project, meaning that you do not see clear everything what you have to do, or where is this going to lead, or what you're going to get from this. And another one is that it was born from the nothingness. It was born from something that actually was taken away from you. This big project, this big idea, this big inspiration that you have at the moment is being created by you from scratch, after having lost something, or after having had a very, very tough period in your life. It comes from a dark place, but I don't mean to say that it comes from a dark place that is bad, or that it is not good, or that if it is evil somehow. It comes from a dark place in the sense that it was forged into darkness. It was forged while you were not able to see, while you were in pain, while you were alone, while you were desperate, while you had to reach that bottom and then come back again with new creativity, with new ideas. And at the moment you are in that stage in your life that this idea is taking shape, but you don't know it yet. You cannot see it yet. You know that there's something happening, but the shape of what is being made inside you, what you are creating, is not yet clear to you. Now, what I see for you, and this is also the surprise message from the universe, is that it doesn't matter if you do not see it, even if you doubt about yourself so badly, there is something beautiful coming. And it is this, what you are creating is actually the beginning and the end of a lot of things in your life. Is, first of all, it is the beginning of that chain reaction that you will cause in creativity. If you see this card, the Ace of Wands, everything is being born. Everything is being, flourishing. Everything is starting all over again, but not really as something that was restored, but it's something that is newborn. It's also the number 1. If you see these cards, they are a little bit similar. Something is flourishing. Something is being, coming from inside you. And you are just there to receive it and to continue contributing to this reborn, or to this creation that you have. And it's coming soon. And whatever you are doing at the moment for that project or for that life to come out of you is exactly what you should be doing. You are in the right path, and you're going to see the results soon. This also means communication. It means the arrival of someone, or a visitor, or something, or a messenger, or a message of something. Maybe you are expecting important news from overseas or something, and the cards, the universe is telling you that this is coming really soon to you. And despite of the doubts that you have, despite of the imbalance that you feel that at the moment you have in your life because of the not knowing, things are going to be clear for you very, very, very quick. And then you have the Two of Cups. This beautiful card, where you see it better, there you see it better. It tells me about a union of two factors. This is either a relationship or it is either a friendship, but it can also be the reunion of two factors within yourself, meaning that you are finding this balance that you lost. These doubts that you have are also going to end as you are slowly finding the balance into these two things that you need to bring together. So I said, for some of you, this is about a relationship, something beautiful, someone beautiful coming your way, offering you friendship or love, because this card symbolizes both. But it can also be you finally putting one and one together and realizing what you need in order for this big project to finally flourish in all its glory. I can tell you, group number 1, I sense that this is you finding yourself, or you finally giving shape to a talent that you have and that you don't know how it should come out properly. Or maybe it's an idea, and then the practicality of that idea, I don't know, maybe it's something that could become a business, but right now you don't have that very clear yet. However, it will come, and it will come really quick. That is also what the cards are saying to you. I have the sense that you're also very worried about this. You're very impatient about this. You want things to be clear and to happen really soon. And the cards are telling you that not yet. First of all, you have to remain positive. That no matter what you see, you have to remain positive. Because what you are creating is imminent, is unstoppable. It's already blooming inside you, and it will come out either you want it or not, because it's already in the process of being creating. So you do not have to worry about that. You're not going to lose that. You only need to focus a little bit more in the way you want this to come out, not if it's going to come out or not. I mean, that is going to happen no matter what, because it's destined. It's destined, and it is for you, and it's something that you should be doing at this moment. You have the purple color, which is the crown chakra. It's the first chakra, which is actually it's telling you that when you are deficient in this chakra, you probably are not having enough trust. You're being a little bit apathic, or maybe you're overthinking things, or you're confused exactly because you don't know how things are going to develop, although you are very inspired and you are very creative, but maybe you are just overthinking. So to balance this chakra, you need to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to maybe seek a little bit more of spiritual knowledge, to feed your spiritual side a little bit more, instead of just thinking, to connect with that spirituality, to be conscious about what you are feeling and how you're feeling it, be conscious about your body, open your mind to further spaces. Not focus too much in that one thing that you don't see happening yet. And then you have these two nice labels, which is the rope, kind of as a coat, and a toy. I think that with this, the universe is telling you, trust, don't take it too seriously. You are the creator, you are creating something beautiful, and you should enjoy it. You should take it as an enjoyment, not really as a job, not really as something that you have to, because otherwise nothing is worth the effort. Take it as something that is enjoyable, as something that is playful, as something that is not as serious, because it's happening anyway, and you are secure. With this coat, what it tells me is that you are very secure. that there is nothing that you have to worry about or feel afraid about failing, or that you are not going to be resourceful enough. It's telling you that you are covered in those things. Also, there's the pencil. With this, and connecting to your first two oracle cards, is telling me that things are in the making. You are still mapping, you're still writing, you're still making notes, mental notes, or maybe even practical. You're still working on it. You are still creating it. So you don't have to rush. You don't have to see it finished before you are actually going through the whole process. There is a whole, it's like when you are, pregnant, it takes time for things to be ready and take the right shape and take the right life and come out the right way. So you are creating, and what is creating inside you is developing, and it needs to come out the right way. So be patient. I think that is what I'm listening. That's what is important for me to tell you. And then I am a bit puzzled about this card. That's the card of the sisters, the little sisters, and there's a 3 figure. It reminds me of the 3 of Cups a little bit, and it's a card of the family. It refers to the family. I don't know if it's because you're concerned about your family, or the cards are telling you to consider your family, to consider the help of others, and consider the company of others, even if they cannot help you practically, because I see that you're probably a fire sign, or you could be also a water sign. But in any case, you're somebody who is a little bit stubborn and independent. So I think that with this card, the universe is telling you that you're not alone, and that you have to consider and maybe appreciate that you have a family at the moment, and try to spend more time with them, and try to share with them what is important to you. And if some of you have 3 little sisters, then this is something that you should take perhaps a little bit more personal. Then we have your dice. So the number 2 is definitely the number of companionship, but it's also the number of the action. It's the number of the making. 1 and 1 is it's already a group of people. That's already 2, and 2 can accomplish a lot. So with the number 2, I can see that you are also, I can feel that you are also very very intellectual, very much focused in going forward. You're very driven. You're also very wise. You can very well detect what is right from what is wrong. People come to you for advice, actually. And the number 2 also reminds you that there is always a balance to be found. And then we go back to the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Actually, you have a lot of 2s in your reading. Look at this. And it is just reminding you of finding the balance. And keep focus also in that one thing. That's an arrow. That you are in the right way. You are in the right path with the right idea in the making. You just need to be patient. The cards are already giving you a big reassurance with the Knight of Wands, telling you that things are going to happen soon. Maybe not as soon as you wished, but those things are already in the making. There is no way that they can fail. So if you had any doubt about that thing that you are cooking, that if it's going to work out, it is definitely going to work out, and it's exactly what you should be doing. And it's not going to take you that much time, but you cannot hurry the process. and you have to find the balance between understanding the time that and the effort that is costing you in the making, and also understanding that this process of creation that is inside you is taking this long for a purpose. And you have also other things to consider. It's not just, you know, that one thing, and without that one thing then nothing will work. I think that you feel the way because of where you come from, and because of where this idea and this inspiration was forged. But you are not gonna lose everything again as you did before. This time it comes really from the very right place, and it is so strong and it's so mature, and I feel it really so strong in you. This is it, and you're not gonna lose it. So just keep focus on that path. Don't be so impatient. Have a little bit of faith. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Keep that balance. Keep that balance of the idea and the making of that idea. It doesn't have to break you. It doesn't have to put you down. You don't have to sacrifice anything for this. This is already yours. You just have to continue believing that it's growing inside you and keep on working. But without making that work your whole life. Don't know if I'm clear enough. I have the sense that because this is something that is working and you are not seeing it happening yet, then you feel a little bit desperate that this has to work, or then nothing. And the cards are giving you now the reassurance that it will work, but it will need a little bit of your patience, and it needs you to keep balance. That other things in your life are also important, and you need to balance the source of this inspiration to the step of the making, and the practical step of the making. I want to be a bit more clear. Not everything is just work and passion and emotion. There must be a balance with the planning of this wonderful thing that is growing inside you, and the experience of the process of growing this thing inside you. So take a moment, take a pause to think about things, not only feeling so overwhelmed, because also you can very easily lose hope, and you can very easily just feel very discouraged about things if you don't see them happening. So give it a little bit of time, and don't lose that perspective. Don't lose hope. Things are going to be just fine, and I can reassure you, group number 1, remain positive. Keep on working on those plans, because this is it. This is you giving birth to what you should always have been doing, and it's all gonna be fine. I'm really happy that I made this reading for you, because it's really coming from the right place, and I hope this resonated. I hope this helped, and please subscribe if you haven't done that, and hit the like button, because that helps me a lot with my analytics. And if you didn't like, it's fine. That's also allowed, and I hope to see you guys again in my next reading. So have a great day, and bye bye. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this baby cat, this is going to be your reading, and we're going to take out all your surprises from the bag. Okay, so you got, first you have your oracle cards, that is inspiration. Then you have identity. You have this kind of it's kind of a poster, an antique poster with all kind of Latin words in it. Then you have this oracle, cat oracle. It says take your space. You have a hat. You have the card of the cat on the lap of somebody, really cozy and sleeping. And then you have a label with apples, advertising for apples. So these are your tarot cards are the King of Cups, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, now we are going to see, you have as color, you have the yellow color, which is the solar plexus chakra, which is the 5th chakra. And this chakra tells us about energy, vitality, will, power, desire. And in your case, I think that this tells me that you're not being confident enough with yourself. But we're going to get there a little bit later on in the reading. Now let's draw your dices. So you have a world. And then you have number 6 as your number today. So we go straight to your reading, group number 2. I can see here in your oracle cards, which are giving me the main surprise message. Your spirit guides are trying to tell you that you are trying to find inspiration in things that are connected to you. And this is something that your spirit guides want you to discover, because it's already there, but I feel that you are not trusting yourself enough. I feel that you have a little bit of problems with your self-image or with your self-esteem. I feel that you see yourself or you judge yourself too much through the eyes of other people, and this ends up putting off those ideas or that inspiration that you have to do things that you really want to do, and it turns you off. It doesn't allow you to put those ideas out, because then you feel that they're not okay, because they do not match to the expectations of others, or they do not match to what other people think that you are. You know, you have this identity card, which is really beautiful, and I think that you know perfectly well who you are, but you don't think that you are good enough just as you are. So you want people to see a certain part of you, or to see you in certain light, because that's what you can sell to them. That's how you feel comfortable, and then you feel that whatever comes out of you has to match this image that you give to others. And at the same time, then you're killing really those true ideas and those true that true inspiration that you have, that true creativity that comes from the true you, cannot come out fully, because you are kind of trying to please everyone in between. I have the sense that this happens to you either with something involving the creative world, but it can also happen to you at work. I feel that for many of you who are here listening to me, you have problems at work because of this, that you feel that you can't really put out all your resources because they do not match with what people are expecting or they could appreciate from you. That's for some of you. And then we have your tarot cards, which is the King of Cups and the Hermit and the Queen of Cups. And the Chariot in reverse. And this line up to here talks to me about so much love, so much warm energy. You are surrounded by people who really accept you, especially one person. It can be either a man or a woman, and this person is actually giving you a lot of good energy and a lot of help and a lot of inspiration itself. It can be your partner, it can be a good friend. And maybe it's not just only one person, because I can see here two people, and this can symbolize you, but I am sensing now that it is more than one person who actually loves you and who sees you as you are, but you don't. This is the card of the Hermit. And the card of the Hermit is someone who still needs to go and retreat and do some exploration work. I think that you need to go deep into yourself in order to understand what makes you lovable, because you don't believe that you are lovable, and then you don't understand where all this love comes from. However, I am also sensing that you are a person who is very lovable and very willing to love others. I feel that you are one of these persons who is always giving, and that is why you are so afraid of breaking through with your true you, because you're afraid people are not going to accept you, and you're gonna lose friends, or you're gonna lose the appreciation of those, because you actually have invested a lot in these people. But this is exactly what is keeping you stuck. It's keeping you from moving forward, and you have a lot to do. I mean, like that's the Chariot. You're already loaded with so much talent and so much love and so much more than you could be, that you could do. And I think that you are now absolutely stuck in that you cannot express fully who you are in the ways that you should and that how you could. So we have the card here of take your space. And I think that's exactly what you haven't been doing. You are not taking your space. You are kind of thinking that your space is not worth it. That your space takes actually the space of somebody else. That you do not deserve your own space to be, to exist, to express yourself the way you need to express yourself. I have the sense that for you, your space is not worth it. It's just a waste, and this is really sad. As some of you, I feel that energy. There's the card of the hat, which it's funny because I have to think what shall we make of this. I'm sensing that this has to do with your mind, with your intellect. It has to do or something that you are covering. I have the sense, oh no, I get it now. Now I get it. By having a hat on your head, there are things, there are ideas about yourself, and there are maybe comments from other people. They just don't come through. It is a protective mechanism of you. You're protecting yourself from being hurt, but at the same time, you're also protecting yourself from being disappointed. From being tricked. But actually, the one who's not seeing the reality of things, that's you. I feel that you don't let the truth come through or perm through in your mind. I think that you are living in a world with your own ideas, your own negative concept about yourself. So whatever people tell you about yourself, that you are beautiful, that they love you, that just kind of doesn't come through ever. And I think that with the card of the hat, what the cards are telling you is that it is in your head, that it is in your power, but it's also something that you have created for yourself for whatever reason. I mean, you're the only one who knows your history. However, it tells me also that you are secure now, that you can also just let go. You know, you see the cat in the lap of the lady, and the lady is actually creating something. Okay, here, sorry, I was looking at it myself and the camera is here. Yeah, the lady is creating something, is knitting something warm for the cat or for herself. But this cat is absolutely comfortable and warm and happy. And you also have, you know, the apples, and you have a butterfly. I had the sense that all these messages that I consider to be kind of your advice, all these strange cards that I drew out for you, they are your advice, and they are urging you to break free from those thoughts, break free from the need of having to put yourself and your ideas, especially at the last, or not putting them out at all because you think that they're not good enough, and especially you think that they are not in line with the image that you allow people to see. But the first thing that you have to do is really appreciate who you really are, not that person that you allow people to see, but the person that you know that you are, because you're very conscious about it. And then you have all these beautiful ideas, beautiful thoughts, maybe beautiful creations that you want to put out, but you feel that no, because that's too weird for someone like me. But that's who you are. Actually, if you are weird, then you're weird, and that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. You have the butterfly. It's you know, not only freedom, but it's pure transformation. You know, it's a bit of a cliche, but I think that you have to break through. In fact, I think that this transformation already took place, but you haven't really enjoyed it. You haven't really expanded your wings, but you have them. You have the apples. So for me, the apples mean wisdom, they mean knowledge, they mean also food, but food for the soul, food for your thoughts. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, but somehow you were not appreciating it. And then you have this strange language. It's Latin, but I don't know what this is. I don't know if it is a dictionary or if it's a poster. It's a vintage label, obviously, but I don't know what it stands for. But what I get from this, or what I am hearing, is that this refers to your uniqueness. This refers to your weirdness because you are a weird person in the best sense of the word. You are somebody who is meant to do other things than most of the people. You are that someone who is meant to bring the new into things that need a change. You are the one who's supposed to bring your weird ideas out to the world, because the world is needing that change, is needing that input from you, that feedback from you, and you are not doing it because you just don't feel either good enough, or you feel that you are not matching the idea that you have given others. But you are so wise and so inspired, and you can see things that other people cannot see. But at the moment you're not using this. You're too concerned about what other people will think. And the thing is that you are very loved, very, very loved by people, but it just doesn't come through. So with the number 6 and the world, with the world, it's very clear. Your spiritual guides are screaming at you. You could have the world. And in a way, you have your own world. If you take it, it's completely yours. And it's a world that is meant for you only, and that is going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, a lot of happiness. It's going to it's going to bring the best out of you. That you know, not the you that you show others, but the real you. You can have the world as you want it. It's beautiful. The number 6 means stability, structure. So despite of you bringing out some weird idea and something strange or whatever it is in your mind that you don't dare to actually communicate or develop because you think it's going to clash with whom you really are, it's telling you that first, with the number 6, that it has always been like this. You cannot change yourself. And second, that you deserve it, that you come from a period of sacrifice, of poverty. And with the number 6, you're going to find a new stability. So even if you bring weird ideas outside, you're safe. You're secure. Just the only thing that you need to do is accept yourself. Accept putting yourself out. And take your space, because you are allowed, you're entitled to have a space for yourself with all your weirdness and with all your things that are so different from others. And last, we have the 5th chakra, that's the yellow, and it is asking you to focus on your self-esteem. So at the moment, there's poor self-esteem and there's a passive element into it. And when it's balanced, there's a strength of will, there's vitality, there's a sense of purpose, there's a high self-esteem, and your spirit guides are asking you, please, 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 see how beautiful you are. See how worth it you are to bring your ideas out there for people to listen, and even if they don't listen, you have a space. Claim it. It doesn't even say make your space. It says take it. It's yours. And you are the only one who can occupy that space. So I think that this might have a bit of a surprise. Might have been a little bit of a surprise for some of you, but for me it was very straightforward, much more direct than group number 1. For me, this is really about you putting yourself on hold for being afraid of coming out as who you are. However, here in the butterfly, your spirit guides are telling you, you are already coming out. You have already transformed. You're already this beautiful, beautiful creature. You just need to expand your wings and come out of the that stage of still in the making, still in the process of becoming someone. You already are that someone. And you are beautiful. You're safe. You're allowed to feel safe in your space. Allow those good things that you hear from other people to go through your mind, to go through your ear and stay. And keep open for new ideas. Take your hat off. Let your mind breathe. Take new comments. Accept them. Be happy about who you are. I think that this is what your spirit guides wanted to tell you today. And you are in good hands. That's something I'm hearing. You're very safe. You're in very good hands, and you are very loved. Just do that trip to inside yourself and find your true worth and come out, so that your car, your chariot, finally starts moving the direction it should be moving, with all that inspiration that you have. So I hope this helped group number 2. I hope this resonated. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And please hit that like button if you like this reading, and that helps me a lot in my analytics. And if you didn't like, that's also fine. I hope to see you in my next reading. Have a very, very good day, and bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this little surprise bag, this is going to be your reading. So I'll take out all your things. Okay, that's it. Very good. Okay. So you have first your oracle cards, which are the journey and the unseen. Okay, wow, that's your main message. Then you have your tarot cards, which are the 5th of coins. They are the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the Magician in reverse. Okay. Then you have here the card of Forgive. Yeah. Snake or serpent. And your cat card is House Cat. And then you have these labels, vintage labels. In your case, it's the painting book label and a rocking horse. And you have the color of the root chakra, which is the chakra of the survival, to be grounded, to be here, self-preservation. It's a beautiful chakra color. And then your dices. So okay, you have a peel. And then you have number 3. Okay, group number 3. I can see from your oracle cards that you at the moment are a little bit insecure, a little bit lost about the journey where you are in, or about what's gonna happen next. Maybe there is something that you're waiting for and it hasn't realized, or maybe there is something that is keeping you stressed because it's not yet resolved, or you are having doubts about what you are doing at the moment in your life, with the decisions that you took in your life, with a relationship or with your career or your journey in general about life. It feels, in my opinion, the energy of this group, it feels a little bit dense, a little bit dark, a little bit kind of tired, kind of, okay, what's the point? That's kind of the energy I'm getting from you. You are, going through a period of need, through a period of lack of resources, maybe even a period of sickness. So everything is a little bit insecure at the moment, and you're wondering about a lot of things. You have the card of the Queen of Pentacles, which is a reassurance now from the universe that is telling you that no matter how bad things get, you are going to be fine in the end. But before that, I mean, that you don't see that at the moment, because you are, these cards are pretty much the same energy. That's the Eight of Swords. The cat is blindfolded. Can you see that? I don't know if it can focus at some point, because this camera is not really helping out tonight. It's a bit dark, so the light is not very good. I apologize for that. But the cat is blindfolded, so he cannot see. He only sees dangers. He is waiting for the worst. He's waiting to fall from the tree, and then you have all these swords here down, and then with the card of the unseen. And in this context, I can feel that you are actually mistrusting, but also not seeing anything, like not seeing because you don't want to see, but mainly that you don't know where to go or what to do. Like everything is so blurry with you. You don't see the way out, and you do not see the path. So it's a difficult situation for you right now. Group number 3, you feel very powerless. There's a sense of having lost control of things, the Magician in reverse. So those things that you used to have control of, I don't know if it's finances or maybe a relationship or your work, they don't seem to have the same effect at the moment. You seem to have lost control of it, or at least you don't feel like you have control. However, there is this one card that your spiritual guides gave you. That is the Queen of Pentacles, and it's telling you that no matter how bad things are at the moment, things will come back to be stable, and that your basic needs or your basic security is not going to be lost. It's still there. It has always been there, one way or the other, but you're not seeing it. However, I don't know why. I do not feel that this is about, or not completely about, finances. I have the sense that this is about having lost faith, having lost a little bit, like, why am I doing this? Why am I with this person? Why am I putting my effort on this? Why am I waking up every morning and doing the same thing? Like that kind of energy. Maybe you have been struggling with a chronic pain for a very long time, and now finally it's getting to you. There's a sense of depression a little bit in this reading. I feel it. A sense of loss, but not that terribly bad. I feel that you're just hanging in there. Like there's a sense of passivity and a sense of because I don't know, then I better don't do it. This kind of energy. This is what I have, what I'm sensing. However, the cards are, I said, they are trying to reassure you that first, with the number 5, yes, your structure was broken, but it will pass soon. The 5s are very quick. They're very temporary. It's just a break of structure. It's just something that had to happen because of the circumstances, and then you move forward, and then it continues with another stage in your life. So this is just a period. It's absolutely temporary. It will pass soon, and then the stability of the Queen of Pentacles will restore again in its fuel. This is a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, a lot of security, independence, and also resources, capability to take care of yourself and others. And this period of absolute doubt, and it's more than doubt, it's more uncertainty. It's more like, I don't know anything, I don't know where to go, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to proceed, I know I'm doing something, but I don't know what I'm doing. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from group number 3, and the lack of security in what you're doing. That's the Magician in reverse. So you don't have a grip of things. So it's not necessarily that things are happening around you, it's more like things are not happening, if I make myself more clear. There is also the card of forgive. So I have the sense that maybe this has to do with something that happened to you and that you have not been able to put complete closure to it. And then with the card of the serpent, it can talk about maybe a little grudge that you have against someone else, or it can talk about jealousy, something that happened to you, someone did something to you that made you very upset out of jealousy, a very bad kind of intentioned action against you that made you lose faith in what you were doing, or made you lose faith in the path that you were going. So this could be. However, because this is the side of your advices, the cards are telling you, your spirit guides are asking you to forgive this poison that came on you. Forgive. And you know, one quality of the serpent, and I love that, because the serpents, you know, I know that they are very demonized in history, but they're actually good. All animals are good. All nature is beautiful. And the serpents have this amazing ability to regenerate their skin. So whatever is it that you were hurt before, or in this period, that you are still suffering from in the shape of apathy, losing faith in what you are doing, and losing perspective and losing control on what you are doing, your spirit guides are telling you, you can heal yourself, you can regenerate yourself, and for that you need to forgive. So you are still the boss, you're still in charge of things, you just don't see it. You know, you are upside down, so otherwise it would be the magician like this. You are the magician, but at the moment you don't feel that you have control, but you do. You still do. And you are safe. You're safe and you're home. I'm thinking now on this card of the journey and the card of the house cat. I think that it is telling me that whatever thing that you are doing now, either you are resting from this journey that you were doing, and this is something that you had to give up for some reason, and you are forced to be now at home. They are telling you that that's the place where you have to be at the moment. Or for some of you, it can also mean that the journey that you are in is home to you. So in whatever circumstance you are, that either you are still in that journey, in that path, and absolutely confused, and they're telling you, don't feel confused, that where you are is home, you're safe and you're fine. And if you had to leave this path, they're telling you, whatever you are now, you are fine, you're safe, and you're home, you're comfortable. And that's gonna be for a little while. I'm afraid to tell you that you first have to heal some things, but you're in the right path. You have to open up, really open up to the closure of this, because I can see that this is bothering you a lot. Yes, we have, I said, the root chakra, which is the chakra of the survival, to be here, to be grounded. And I said, you're at the moment really confused, you don't see anything, so your spiritual guides are asking you to please ground yourself and try to be in the here and the now. At the moment you are full of fear, you might have even lost weight, and you are maybe somewhere far away in your thoughts. But when your chakra is this root chakra is fully recovered, then there comes stability, there comes prosperity, there comes health, there comes trust. And as I can see here, you are not in good health, or there is something that you're struggling with bodily wise. So take care of your health, take care of being stable. It's either, I'm getting something about your weight. It's either that you have lost weight, or maybe that you have gained a lot of weight that you didn't want to, that you normally don't, because you've been stressed, or you've lost that path, that hope in that path. And your spiritual guides are urging you to take care of your health. And this will come with the closure, with the letting go, with the forgiveness of that poison. And then you have the painting book and the horse. Try to focus on things that are that bring you pleasure. So if you like to create things, if you are an artist, if you are creative in any way, music, or if you just like writing, or something that you do for yourself, that is a very good way of healing. I'm hearing now, and I don't see it here, but I'm hearing it now for you. You have to write down how you feel about this, what happened here. It doesn't mean that you're gonna send an email or a letter or anything. Just write it down for yourself. That's going to help you a lot. And also, I see the horse, and the horse means action and direction. And your spirit guides are now trying to tell you it is very important that you take action now to start your healing and to regain that control, because the circumstances here, the practicality of it, is going to pass soon. They are giving you the reassurance that you're going to be fine, but you need a deeper work to do here in order to have the complete healing. You have the pill here. I was so surprised, because this tells me so much about a lack of health in your case. So you have the Fifth of Pentacles, and then you have the poison here. You have your chakra, which represents a problem with weight. So either you lost or you gained. So anyway, there's no stability. And then you have the card of forgiveness. So there is absolutely something that needs to be healed, physically and emotionally, both. This is a very, very clear message. You have the number 3, and that's the communication number. That's the expression number. That's the throat chakra. And it tells me about that there's a deficiency to speak. There is a lack of motivation to tell how you feel. There's a poor rhythm, that this chakra also tells us about the rhythm. There's no clear communication, there's no creativity, there's no resonance. So maybe that's why also you have the creative label here, because there's nothing being expressed in any way. And it's very important that you do it right now, because your health is very important. It's number 1, and this healing yourself inside out, literally, is your number 1 priority at the moment. And they are telling you that it should be, because this period of poorness is going to happen soon. And that stability that you are so afraid to lose financially, the material things that you are so concerned about, they are there. They shouldn't worry you. That is not the main issue here. So that stress that you have, I don't know, maybe it's at work, maybe you're changing jobs, maybe, that is all going to settle. But you need to focus on your health right now. Physically and emotionally, this poison has already eaten so much from you. And as I said, this serpent has the wonderful ability to regenerate itself. So your spirit guides are telling you, look, this is the problem, but you are the solution. So this medication is also, it can mean that you have been auto-medicating yourself in a bad way, but it also means that you need probably to seek for medical or professional help in order to give you a little bit of reassurance, or just a little bit of support in what you are doing already to recover yourself, because I feel that you want to. I mean, the fact that you are here listening to me, that means that you really want to know how to get out of this and how to look at life in general with a more positive eyes. And I can tell you, your journey is the right one. It's just that at the moment you need to heal other things. And you don't need to worry about if you don't know everything at the moment, what is going on in your life, what's going to happen, is it okay what you're doing, is it the right choice, that is at the moment not important. The most important is that you heal this, that you need to forgive, and that you take care of your health. So I hope this helped. Group number 3, I hope it resonated. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that, and if you like this video, please give me a big like, and if you didn't, that's okay. No problem, it's also allowed. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Please take very good care of yourself, and I wish you a very good day, and bye bye.